Welcome back /to Mama's Garage Podcast. I am your host, Luke Franklin, and today I screwed up just a little bit. Guys, for my YouTube audience, I am sorry to say I forgot to put on the fish tank background on the TV. So the ambience is a little screwed up in this one. But good news, if you're a Spotify listener, nothing's going to change. You can just listen to me and Cam Tucker shoot the shit for about an hour and a half. We also debuted a new segment I like to call the Dartboard Confessional. You'll find out about that at the 1 hour mark. But this was a very fun one. It flew by like I knew it would. Cam will be back. Also, keep your eyes peeled for more up-and-coming Groggy Goat comedy shows in Martinsville. The shows I produce, comedy shows that is. Dates to be announced, nothing on the books just quite yet, but those will be happening this year. But please, like, comment, subscribe, 5-star rating, show your friends, show your mailman, show your mailman's dog if you want. You know the drill. But without further ado, please enjoy episode 32 of Mama's Garage Podcast, Fitness Witness with Cam Tucker. But please, roll the intro, air drum it if you know it, and I'll see you at the brothel.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.
And feel free to sit back and cross your leg and whatnot.
Yeah, gotta get
but-
comfortable.
Absolutely. Oh, do you have dope-ass shoes? What even are those?
Dude, these are Nikes. These are Air Forces.
But they look like high-tech
They're
boots.
Air Force boots, yes.
Show the
bro.
GoPro.
Bro,
This is nasty.
Like, look at this.
Whoa.
Look at this. Like, you can even see the Nike
No
logo and
kidding. Yeah.
everything,
Well,
bro.
I like how the Nike is like super subdued.
Yes.
It's like stitched in
Because
with
I
the
got
leather.
these, my mom got me these for Christmas my junior year of
Oh,
high
it's
school.
cool that we're growing up. We can keep
I
shoes
know.
forever. That's
and
nice.
like my foot was already grown enough by
Mhm.
then, so I can still wear these. I mean, they're a little bit small, but I mean, I can
Yeah,
still
but I
wear
mean
them.
those work.
But I completely forgot about these until like it mega snowed the other day, and we got
Yeah, it
like
did mega
14 inches of
yeah,
snow.
which is
And I'm
way
like-
too much snow.
Yeah, for Indiana.
It's too many inches.
Yeah, that I can't. And I was like, do I have my Nike boots anywhere? And I found these like hidden in a box that was
Yeah,
so dusty
those are
because I
nice.
haven't worn
They
them
have
for
like
so
dope
long.
textures on them. It feels like
I know, feel it. It's like Rockstar boots. It's like
whoa.
spiky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I'm on the I'll do my little radio show up here and somewhere
Yeah.
in there. That should be fun. That's dope. Well, I just wear I'm a Vans guy because it has to do with just like, well, I wanted to be a skateboarder in middle school, but I'm like, I'm a poser.
Yeah.
But then I was like, here's my excuse. The actual soles on Vans have like very thin, so I can feel drum pedals very well with that. And so, and I just feel like myself when I wear Vans. So this is like my third pair of these gray ones. There's a side when I got like the last pair of them. There's like the side by side of like the first one and the new one, and it was just like the first ones I wore were just decrepit. They were tan at this point. But they started off like this gray and whatnot. Not good, but. And I'm very big on a Vans guy. I'm more of an Adidas dude because Nike. I just there's too many like I guess rumors is kind of ridiculous because I think it's confirmed. I think every product we buy is probably some child in a third world country just slaving over.
There's no way there's not.
Not
But like
good.
I've been, because I did cross country and track in high school and stuff like that, and I've just been so used to like running shoes. Like whenever I go to a shoe store, I like gravitate towards like running shoes, and I don't even know they're running shoes until like I look at them, and like the heel's like a good like 3 inches, and I'm like, and I look at them, and they're like, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are running shoes, and I'm like, you're joking. I'm not even looking for running
Well, I
shoes.
feel like don't they got to add your height a little bit. 'Cause
I mean, yeah.
and I've had weird. Is it like plantar fasciitis? Is that like is that like an infection? Is that like on your skin? or
No,
something?
so it's like the bottom because you have like that like bottom muscle of
Yeah.
your foot.
like the arch.
It's like the arch of your foot. It's like that gets like tweaked sometimes. Like
Oh.
it like depends on how you run. Like sometimes people run on their tippy toes a lot more than they
Oh,
should.
okay,
And
right.
it kind of like I think it like overstresses the muscle
That
or
makes
something
sense
like
because
that.
I've definitely had that because whenever you march drums, which is added stress because I've been marching quads. They want you to kind of be on your platforms the whole time.
Yeah.
That way but that's so you just kind of keep yourself steady, and like I think if you keep slamming your heels a lot, it's not. But it's good for the calves though.
Yeah.
I have good
Oh,
drumline
yeah.
calves
Oh,
to this
yeah.
day, but. I've like it's been on my left foot. There's been like on like not on the arch side, the other side. It's been like aching from like the last 2 toes down. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I have a pair of like New Balances that I put Dr. Scholl's into.
Yeah.
So they're like good like comfy ass work shoes to like walk around in. But then if I take it's because I think I'm so used to like being flat footed wearing Vans that if I wear anything that kind of supports the arch, no go. But it's only on the left side. And maybe, I don't know, because I'm driving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, my foot sucks.
And it just depends, too, because some people, when they run, their, like, feet, like, go, like, inward whenever they run. Like, the way they step, kind of.
Inward.
And I don't... This guy.
I'm sorry.
This guy.
I'm sorry.
This guy.
That's all I heard.
Trying to be informational over here. This guy. And like I went to this one place in Greenwood, and they like watched me run, and they gave me like a certain like specific insole for like.
Oh wow! They diagnosed you.
Yeah, like they diagnosed me like on the
damn.
spot, and they're like, I know what this guy has, and they like went to the back for like 5 minutes, and they came out with these soles, and like. They had me like put them in my shoe, and they like really helped.
Yeah,
it was surprising.
I bet that's like I've seen musicians have like they get like a mold of their ear, and then they get like the actual in-ears back.
I've
where
seen
it's like, this
surfers
is
do
like
that too. Yeah,
just for me. I bet that's what it feels like for your feet.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting experience.
That's good.
But yeah, and there's like patella tendonitis too, which is like the like where like your
right because
starts hurting.
So how long were you in cross country? Because like. That's got to take toll on your joints long term. I don't think now, but
so I started cross country and track my 6th grade year.
Middle school, right? So
so right when I started middle school, because I never really heard of like obviously I've heard of track and field and stuff like that because the Olympics and stuff, but I've never really heard of what cross country was.
Right.
And my first day of practice, we were running like 3 miles, and I'm like, miles?
Yeah.
Miles? Like
I know.
what?
It's awful.
And I just kind of stuck with it because it was really the only thing I was good at.
Yeah.
I wasn't really good. I mean, I did football in elementary school, but I wasn't necessarily big. I wasn't necessarily tall at the time.
But that takes, I think, in order to succeed at that, you have to have a certain personality type.
Yeah.
Too. And you're a very chill guy.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of it comes down to genetics too.
Because
I mean, if you like,
and if you're exposed to it from like your whole family, it's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. It's like my rite of passage.
Yeah, because I hadn't been playing football since like I was a little kid, like some of these other guys had. I think I was like in like 4th grade, and I was like, I wanted to do a sport, so I was like, I wanted to try like little league football or something like that.
I thought basketball was gonna be my thing, but then because I was like, because I went to Paragon Elementary, and so it's the 5th grade basketball team is like our Chicago Bulls. And I was like, I'm tall, I should be a part of that. And then my mom was like, you understand that the coaches might yell at you, and then just her suggesting that, I broke into tears. And she was like, honey, I don't think it's gonna work. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily good at basketball either because I had like a major growth spurt my junior year of high school.
Yeah, I think I remember this.
Yeah, so I was like, I was trying to think. I was like 5'9", 5'8" my junior year of high school, and now I'm like 5'11", 6 foot almost.
I have all the yearbooks right there if you want. So our high school ones. So what? Yeah, so that's my senior. So that's your junior year, sophomore. That'd be your. So let's check. Would that be your sophomore, and that would be your junior? So the
yeah, because you graduated in 23.
Yeah, I did.
Right?
So so let's grab those bottom 2 out real quick. This is good podcasting. A book you guys can't even see.
Yeah, it's for entertainment only. All eyes only.
There we go. So yeah, you can pop those batteries
Yeah,
open.
let's see. Gotta go all the way to the T's. I was never really interested in getting yearbooks either because I was like, I'm never gonna see most of these people.
But I just think about like I'll just put that back over here now. I think it's like I look back at my parents' yearbooks and I'm like, this is crazy because I'll see teachers like Mr. Armstrong was in one of my dad's yearbooks, and I was like, whoa. It was like right when he first started. It might have been my mom's yearbook. It was like the early 90s.
Gosh, look what I just magically turned to.
Was it it's the cross-country
page? Dude.
Here, we'll show the podcast. See, this is why you gotta watch it on YouTube. Mama's Garage Podcast, YouTube.
Dude, Everett Renner, Griffin, Wazella, Colin Sears, dude, Everett. Well, I have so many horror stories of that kid from the lunchroom.
You know what? He coined the term. I guess he probably didn't coin the term, but Everett Renner. I met him in 8th grade because I think he transferred.
Yes,
he
moved from New Pal.
Yes,
with his
that's right.
with his mom.
Jamie Dougherty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to him because he and I hit it off in English class that year. It might have been 7th grade. What? It doesn't matter. Point is, I met him in middle school, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was in band for a little bit because I was, that's all I did back in middle school." He was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to play trombone, so they can call me a tromboner." And I was like, "This kid's going places. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard." clearly that's not his, that can't be just his joke. But it was the first time I'd heard that, and I was like, why have I not used this in the past? So Everett's fun. I like him.
He was something.
Yeah,
he was something.
Because I got like a I'm new in town kind of Everett.
Yeah, no, but people liked him. He was just a little.
Oh, for sure.
He was a little off.
Yeah,
especially having.
I mean, did you do some like 10-minute mental growth spurts at the lunch table, as in you were exposed to some shit that you should not have been exposed to?
No, he was. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the weird but popular kid, like the weird kid that not in a bad way.
His brand is peculiar.
Yes, not like in a bad way. Like Everett's a cool guy, but it's like sure. But it's like
ever any problems with the guy?
He was just like some of the stuff he would say was a little bit out of pocket sometimes. Like there was this one time we were going, it was like middle of summer, we were having summer practices, and it was that one time we had that heat wave, and it was like what was it, junior year of high school, and we had that massive heat wave where it was 100 degrees.
That's crazy. That might have been the summer I was going in. I started at Walmart then,
yeah,
so.
And it was 104 degrees outside, and this guy chugs 3 chocolate milks in a row, and I'm like, Everett, we're gonna go for a 5-mile run here in a second, and he's like, I'll be fine, and then so we're running this run, we're about probably halfway through, so we're 2.5 miles in, and Everett stops, and he's right next to me, and I look over, and he's just I don't even know. His guts are turning inside out.
So was it just the milk or things he had before?
I do not know. It looked chunky.
Oh,
it looked chunky, but it was
maybe it was spoiled. I had one of those.
I don't know. I didn't even bother drinking the chocolate milk that they gave us at school.
Well, also, you don't drink that before your run.
Yeah,
I mean,
no. But
I know there's protein in milk, but I don't. Yeah. What? Yeah, I don't know almost shit about what it's like to. Because I was in a band kid forever, so you know more about the health aspect of what it's like to run. So what are some things you should be putting in your body before? You need some carbs, I think.
Yeah. So before days I had meats and stuff like that, I would do a lot of carbs, like pasta, Rice Krispie treats, things that had a whole bunch amount of carbs, because carbs is what gives you energy throughout the day and stuff like that to do your stuff, especially if you're running. 3-mile race as fast as you possibly can.
3-mile race is so that's a 5K essentially.
Yes,
right?
5Ks, yeah. And then I think colleges are 10Ks, so those would be 6 miles.
6 or 7 miles. We do nothing but dick jokes and 6-7 references on Mama's Garage Podcast, at least for the time being. Until we get another timeless little dumb joke everything. Oh well.
Soon the number 68 is going to somehow become a joke number.
I couldn't let that one pass.
Yeah, I know. I fell right into your trap.
For sure. And I also here's what I think about the 6-7 thing. I think it's going to be here forever.
Oh,
because they're
without
numerical.
A doubt.
They're gonna be like, hey, my kids are gonna be like, hey, what's the 6-7? Where did that even come from? It's like it just started one day.
It's like 21.
Yeah, 20. Well, 21. Yeah,
yeah.
But that's from there's a direct video. Like, what's this? Because I've heard several different ways where 6-7s come from.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's this one kid. It was like during a basketball game. And I don't even know how, but somehow he goes 6-7, in the clip,
and it
it went viral. It has
weird. It's weird what becomes internet sticky.
Yes.
You know what I mean by that?
Yes, it's
like the apparently kid. But I'll say whenever I say the word apparently at the beginning of a sentence, I'll be like, that kid's driving the bus right now.
Yeah, and it just blew up, and it has 5.4 million likes on TikTok or something like that, and it's so especially with TikTok, it's so off and on about what sticks and what.
Yeah.
I mean, it was word of the year, I'm pretty sure, on the news. Yeah.
I think on Merriam-Webster it was 6-7 was the word of the year.
Yeah.
The Basement Yard covered that.
6-7. There was oil farming.
Farming.
What else was there? Not Riz, because I think
Riz was 2024.
Yes, I believe.
Or no, that was a while
I don't know.
ago.
I don't know. But there was so many
because I learned that it was short for charisma.
I think that's what it is.
That's for sure.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Definitely has to be
an adult man told me that when I worked at Walmart.
Yeah.
And I was like, What? I didn't.
I didn't put two and two together until like a few months ago when someone pointed out and was like, Riz is short for charisma, and I'm like,
oh my god. Well, we just accept as like a Gen Z culture, like, oh, they just make words up a lot, and I'm just sure that's what that means. Are you trying to find your?
I'm trying to find my junior picture. I'm getting.
Your
close.
last name's Tucker, so I'm sure you're close.
S.
Tucker.
Here we go.
Brother, a little pipsqueak. Let's show.
Look at that sexy
camera.
Man. That is youngster me right there, guys.
Point to it right there, and then we'll check out your junior year.
No, that is my junior.
Oh, that's your. Oh, this is.
No.
This is your sophomore year.
My sophomore year. Yes,
so
yes.
That means you should look different.
Yeah.
In the next one.
Probably not, but we'll see. Man,
yeah, because I guess it's in the very beginning of.
Bro, there were so many people I forgot about. Low key.
Yeah, yearbooks are trippy like that, and everyone looks just so much younger, like so quickly too.
Dude, like look at that. Like you guys, if you guys are watching the YouTube video, you guys need to like go back to that picture and then look at me now.
Sporty ass goatee.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look.
That one.
What was this? This would have been my junior year.
Yeah, that's my senior year.
Yeah.
That's the playbill.
Oh, I remember this.
Family.
Yeah.
I did not play drums for this. Did I? No, I did not. No, Mr. Belt did. He was doing all that fun, all the aux percussion stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a senior photo. Yeah, the senior photos are way bigger. I looked precisely the same as I did back then.
Yeah, I looked pretty much the exact same. It's just in some pictures my hair is bigger than others.
Oh yeah.
Because freshman year I went full afro my freshman year.
Because that had been part of COVID though, right? You're just like,
oh
why not?
yes,
Yeah,
I was like,
I had a neck beard and
I didn't feel like getting a haircut, and I was like, you know what? I want to see how long I can grow my hair without getting a haircut. I'm getting close.
You're getting close. Let's see. Cam
S.
That's Selge. So you're probably.
Here we go. I had glasses in this.
Okay,
picture.
yeah, you look the same.
I look the exact same.
I'll show the camera.
Yeah, you
anyway.
gotta show the camera.
Bottom.
Only difference is I had glasses and possibly the necklace I had on.
Right there.
But
that's what it looks like. That's funny. Huh.
Exact same. Taking a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, so if you go back to the senior photos, I'll show you me. There's Everett. Look at that.
Oh, look at that sexy
man.
Which
means I'm probably the next page behind. Which means maybe I'm wrong.
Was Franklin.
So I'm down right there.
Right there. Look at that guy.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, your beard's a lot better though in this picture. A lot bushier, a lot more filled in.
For sure. I mean now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my chin's a little thin, but yeah, my beard's way. It's also like the longest it's ever been.
Yeah.
I got mustache scissors for. Let me say that again. Mustache scissors for Christmas.
Mustache.
And I have this little beard brush over there that keeps everything straight. So for the first time, it's like getting more coarse. And it's like all in single file line now, so it looks much more groomed.
See, the problem is with me is like none of this wants to grow right here. Like it connected my chin.
I have like a butt chin situation where like it's like some of the hair's longer because I'll snip it, but then the hairs will get buried between like my little chin ass, and then like the longer hairs will become even darker in comparison because they're longer and more thick, and so. I'm sure you're like you're just waiting for that shit to connect, and I think it will. But sometimes I feel like some guys have like a cool like they have like a good bald pattern there.
Yeah,
and I think that's something you can embrace.
It like grows like really fast on this like the sideburns right here, and it goes all the way down, and then this part grows real good. But like right here, it does not want to.
Yeah, I understand.
And it's like I just have to wait for it to grow out.
Right, because my problem, because I just put this on Snapchat like a week ago. I was like. All you young men out there with all those,
saw that.
I was like, if you get that little,
like
bald patch on your chin.
If I get this like bald patch complete, my life will be complete. I'll be
because I used to get acne there, and I was like, if I pop enough pimples, hair will be right behind that. And it's just gross. I think like it's different for everybody because I know plenty of like comics that I have, our friends and I, they have a different. Just a completely different set of genetics. Where like there's a guy named Devin Glass from Chicago I met a couple weeks ago, and he's like 28, I think, babyface.
Yeah,
like maybe like I think he might wish he had any of my hair. I'm like, man, yeah, I bet. And I'm so happy I have a beard because it is honestly like it's like the beginning of most of my confidence from anything.
Like I looked the exact same throughout high school, and I'm like my like senior year of high school, I finally started letting it grow out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm so glad I have the ability to grow facial hair.
For sure. And
because if I was like, imagine if I was like 21 and someone came up and asked me, like, oh, are you still in high school? And I'm like, no, I'm 21. It's just the way my face looks.
Right, for sure. I understand, because that's why people, because I know people who will get deferred from a door at a bar, even though they're like 24.
Yeah. And
they're like, you're not old. I'm like, brother, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I have the opposite problem. Because I'm also balding a little bit too. I figured I'd talk about that today because I discovered it. I also have a gray hair there. I can see it in the light. There's one gray. I have a gray hair on my chin. It's really weird. If I can.
Oh yeah, I see. Yep.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Give me a beer first.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I mean, that's just some people's genetics. Some people.
But I'm aging too quick. I think wearing a hat might not be helping me at all because it squeezes right there. But also I'm like, but who cares? I mean, I've been training myself for the past what's going to be 4 years this summer for giving. Is that right? 4 years for buzz cuts? No way. Yeah, I guess it would be because it was 2022 doing buzz cuts, dude. Okay, I'm already at the point now where time is slipping. It's like because years I used to think was like 4 years is a huge chunk of my life. I'm like, I remember that was like it was the other day.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. That's only gonna get worse as you get older. Where I'm like, that was 10 years ago. It's
I graduated in 24, and it's about to be 2 years since I graduated, and it doesn't feel like I've been a year out of high school.
And I think and I'm not even out of high school long enough to where I was like, if I was there longer than I haven't been still, and so that'll be 2027 will be the year. So it's a year and a half from now basically, and so until I can kind of actually could say I was like, oh, I've been out of high school for a while, so as if I graduated Invisible College. But I think until then you still feel loosely associated, and I think I still have like just like a bit of high school brain because I still have friends and everything. Not everyone's gone off to their own thing. They're either all flocking at whatever university and stuff. So it's so peculiar though. But my plan though is that I'm gonna just look like this for as long as I can. Yeah. Where no one's gonna know what year a photo was taken because they'll look the same.
Yeah. Honestly, you could do like full bald, like Johnny Sins kind of bald, and just rock the beard.
I think
that might be the way.
I hope so. If I put on more muscle mass and just like commit to a bald look when I am 21, because I want to be in good shape and tan when I'm 21. Yeah. I can just walk first time. Like it'll be late July of this year. I can finally be like, I'll have one alcohol, please.
Yeah.
Give me your finest alc, please.
Finest wine.
I'll probably just be I'll be a couple of beers guy, to be honest. It's like I'm like I just need two. I just something to hold. You know?
Yeah, something to put in a koozie and hold.
Exactly, because I think it's all you need.
On the porch.
But just like I was at a comedy show on Saturday for a guy's special taping, and it was cool. It was cool that I got to go do that. But I sat at a table with comedians who are all in their 30s, and I am just now in my 20s, and so then we all got up. They were like, "Hey, want to go for a beer after this, Boggs?" And I just like heard them talking. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the vending machines." That's all I really have to offer.
Because the people that I work with, my manager is just turned 22. The assistant manager is 23. I think Gabe just
shout out thick-ass daddy boy Gabe.
Gabe is either 23 or he's 22.
And then something like that.
The new opener that we just hired, he's been there for a couple months. He's 23. So all these guys are like, they were talking about like, I think it wasn't this last Friday, but it was 2 Fridays ago before all the snow hit. They were talking about going up to this bar called Brothers up in Indy.
I think I've heard of Brothers.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah. But and they asked me if I wanted to go. They all look and they all ask me if I wanted to go, and I'm like, guys, I'm not even 20 yet.
Yeah,
like they were like, oh yeah, no, they will let you in, and I'm like,
but still, if you drive home or you drink a little too, even if you were to do that, like you get pulled over for underage drinking and illegal consumption. That's a bad hand to have.
Yeah. So, and I'm just like, I don't want to be the only one that's like not drunk out of their minds. Like, not saying that I would get drunk out of my mind. Right, and I think
it's really just like a social thing where it's something drinking is something to do.
Yeah.
And
because I don't want to be the only one with my motor skills still.
I understand. Yeah,
intact.
But I don't think everyone's gonna get. I don't think everyone goes out to just get plastered.
Yeah.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
There's people who should do that if there's like, oh, here's the bed I'm sleeping on.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, what do we have like a plan for hangover in the morning? It's like we're going to Indies.
Yeah.
We're gonna get some raisin bread and some omelets and black coffee.
Banana bread.
Great.
Banana bread.
Yeah, not speaking from personal experience for the level, the statute of limitations, but yeah, I think having because I don't know what it's exactly like yet I'm not gonna have the chance to drink socially and then just go home after. I'm like, well, that's kind of you get pulled over and like you don't blow a .08, you blow like maybe like a .03 or something because it's in your system. It's like, well, I'm definitely I've had a couple of drinks, but I don't know what the law is on that exactly.
Yeah.
But being a bartender, you got to cut people off a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
if you see someone is like severely intoxicated, I think you're like legally obligated to like.
Yeah, you're just like,
dude, you're done.
Absolutely not.
You're straight done.
Like, give me your keys. You're sleeping on the
whoever's driving you home needs to take you home now.
Yeah, not good. Not good stuff.
I can see the eyes rolling in the back of your head, and they're all bloodshot.
Bro, is that drool? is that a pull of drool in the bar?
You can't keep your tongue in your mouth, bro.
Please, dude, you're like a Shih Tzu right now.
Yeah, for real. It's like watching the giraffes try to eat a piece of lettuce at the zoo.
like gray tongue. Yeah, nasty.
So disgusting. Bro.
So you work the morning shift at Planet Fitness.
Yes.
So what are the challenges of that? Like do you have like a late policy? Because like the attendance at my job is incredibly strict.
I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. And for everyone listening to this and everyone watching this,
I'm excited.
If you can get a job at front desk at Planet Fitness, it will be the easiest job of your life.
I bet. It is so boring.
It's so boring because I mean, like, I work 8-hour days. I'm working 40 hours a week, and 6.5, 7 hours of my day.
Part of the team.
Is just standing up at the front desk, either one doing absolutely nothing, two helping people. Like check in, buying them drinks, buying them snacks and stuff like that. Right. Getting people checked into the tanning beds, the massage chairs. Yeah. And then the other half is just standing there doing nothing. And then probably the other.
Music and, you have an earbud in. That's all the time.
Sometimes I do. Technically, we're not allowed to be on our phones, but I don't care.
How are you not going to be on your phone?
Yeah, they tell us that they spot check the cameras every 30 minutes.
Well, then that's 29 minutes of entertainment then.
But I've definitely been on my phone for longer than 30 minutes.
For sure.
And so far, I haven't gotten a picture sent from the CTV cameras saying that, look, that's like clearly me on my phone.
Well, what do they expect you to do, though? I mean, we're so integrated into technology. I'm like, they have to let
I can kind of... I wouldn't say I know for a fact, but I can kind of guess they're not going to check the cameras at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because who's it? I mean,
right. So is that when you get to work?
Yes. So I work 4:30 to 12:30.
Damn. Oh, but then you have the rest of the day to yourself. Oh, but then what's your bedtime now?
Yeah. It really depends. Cause
you might just pull an all-nighter and go to work.
Oh, dude.
That's hard to stay awake at your job.
I've had to do that one time. There was one night I just had major insomnia and I couldn't sleep.
Damn.
And it was like 12 o'clock and I was like, you know what? I'll just stay up the extra 3 hours or like 4 hours and then I'll just go into work. And I was wide awake. Probably
weird.
I couldn't even sleep if I tried. I don't have problems sleeping anything like that.
It's one of those nights.
But it was just one of those nights where I don't know if I was like stressed out or if I was thinking about something, and I just couldn't sleep for the life of me.
I'm pretty in tune with my brain, so I don't want to lose that. So I know what's up. I know what's like why I'm not doing a certain thing, and so I've been trying to keep my health more in the front row of stuff lately. But the idea of not being able to go to bed. It sucks ass. But then I'm always aware of like, oh, I took a nap at 5 p.m. I know exactly why I'm awake right now.
Well, most of the time, because since I'm already there, I get off at 12:30. I might as well just hit a workout right afterward.
For sure, absolutely. Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point where I can fit my workouts into like an hour or like 45 minutes, just because I've gotten so like efficient at it.
I bet. Yeah, I'm still working on how to get that down because I want to be able to do that, but going to like Bloomington or something that it's where it's all crowded and stuff. Yeah, that's way harder because your flow gets so fucked up. Yeah, at like 5 p.m.
The Martinsville location's definitely at least compared to some of the other locations because the Martinsville location has about 3,000 members.
Is that true? Wow.
Yeah. I think we just hit 3,000 around 3,700 members.
Damn, dude.
Compared to some
like what 90?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, not everyone uses their memberships, and some people obviously don't know that they still have a membership active.
So a lot of that is like January people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, the first 2 weeks of January was probably the busiest we've ever been, because everyone's like, oh yeah, new year, new me, I'm gonna be in the gym 24/7.
Yeah, I asked him about that.
And by like the third week of January, you will never see some of those people again. Like, I had a person check in, because on the computer systems it tells me like how long it's been since someone's checked in since the last check-in.
Whoa,
at
really?
my location. I had a person come in, they hadn't checked in 540 days, and they've been paying for a membership this whole time.
That sucks.
And I'm like, you've been paying $24.99 a month plus the $49 annual fee, and you just haven't
put them on blast, dude.
and you just haven't been using the gym.
Wow.
Like,
if you get the black card, that's like a. I mean, you better use that. You use the perks and stuff. I mean, I hardly use a massage chair anymore, but I like to be able to go bounce back and forth between Martinsville and Bloomington is huge for me, because I'm there and a lot.
Yeah, but just to kind of put it in perspective on how small the Martinsville location is, like I said before, it has about 3,700 members compared to some place like Greenwood. Greenwood has 14,000 members.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and they're.
I bet they have 2 pec flies.
Yeah, probably. The building's probably about twice the size of the Martinsville location.
Yeah.
And they're also 24/7.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
That's also a really big difference.
Yeah, Bloomington's nice for that. It's certainly older than Martinsville. Absolutely, it is. But I don't know how long has Planet Fitness been.
The one in Martinsville opened up in 2022, 2023.
Because I got a subscription to there this summer. It opened because I was like I need a way to stay in, like, because I was relying on Drumline for any of my fitness, but I was like, that's gonna stop when I graduate. I know it will. So I was like, I need a good way to transition into that.
Yeah,
it took me a long time to figure out how to integrate that into my life. It was like here and there and stuff.
Yeah.
But
a lot of going to the gym is finding out how to fit it into your schedule, especially if you're a very busy person. If you're working, for me, it's not necessarily a problem because I'm working at the gym, so I can just work out right after my shifts. But someone who's working 40 hours a week on a 9 to 5, I can see that being a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, and I do that. And I think I work 7:30 to 4, but it's the same. It's the 9 to 5 schedule. It's a lifestyle at least. And there's a gym at my work though. It's just like a little small. Yeah, so it's just really nice because I use that usually on my breaks, unless I was like today where it was like a rest day. I had a really good workout yesterday. It was pool day, so all kinds of stuff doing that. But it's like there's no cable machines in there, but there's plenty of free weights, and there's a squat rack for chest and squats, but then there's like that arc up there. It's the same one they have there, but I use that for pull-ups a lot and for dead hangs. That's always really nice. But I certainly will I call it like a little pre-pump where I'll try to get some shit loose before I leave and then I'll jet right to Martinsville or Bloomington and
always do your warm-up sets, people.
Yeah, I saw. Dude, I went to Bloomington at the beginning of the month of January. It had to have been like January 4th or 5th, something like that.
Are you sure it wasn't 6th or 7th?
I avoided it on purpose. There was every single treadmill was being used. And I'm like, Jesus, it was so hard to do anything.
It doesn't help with the Bloomington location because Bloomington's also a college town as well, because Indiana University is like right down the street. But
also, it's a college town, so the demographic is much younger, which means there's a lot more. I'm usually distracted in Bloomington, if you put it that way.
Yeah.
I say that, and as a guy who has never approached a woman at Bloomington before.
Yeah, no.
But there's been a few times at Martinsville I have though.
Yeah,
where I've had a little bit, not never successful or anything, but I've been like, hey, and then they're, point is, Bloomington has pros and cons. One of the pros is that like they're usually hotter, younger people.
Yeah, and I mean that also. I use like right there, so that's like a big part of it.
For sure, it's on the west side, so it's not as long as like students have cars and stuff. No one's gonna Uber to the gym.
Yeah, and I mean to kind of bounce off of that, it helps a little bit being a front desk employee because most of the people like I see them every single day. I've popped a few follows on Instagram, low-key, and I've gotten a few follow backs.
Beginning of the that's beginning of the day too. So everyone's more and also here's I meant to say this earlier. About your pulling the all-nighter and going to work and still being wide awake. The transition from going like my old pizza shop job at Greeks was like work this day, I work a double here. Your weekends is like Monday, Tuesday. No structure really at all that you kind of like vibe with and kind of get into a rhythm. With my new job at Cook, I guess it's my job for the past year or so, but the orientation was such a shock where I'd get there at 7:30 and leave at 4 like I do now. But the first day I went home and took a fat nap in this chair in this position. I was like
slumped.
And I was asleep by 5:30. Got home at like quarter till 5. So about 45 minutes of me like struggling to stay awake, and then I just naturally you curl up into a blanket. You're like, I'll just rest my eyes.
So warm. I think I'll just take a little shut eye.
Yeah, who's to say I can't nap right now? Woke up at 10 p.m. and I was like, okay, well, shit. Then I just was up, and then I was just, just trying to entertain myself. Then I went to the gym instead, in Bloomington, and then because I got to go through Ellettsville to get to my job. So I was like, I'll just do that. Everyone was in such a better mood in the morning. Those are a completely different breed of people that go to the gym. So many smiles. So many like, morning, hey man, I'll see you at work.
Morning shift is, at least at the gym. I wouldn't say people are a lot happier, but I feel like the gym's less crowded. There's not as many people there.
Yeah, and this is of course my Bloomington. This is also the one time that I did that too. I'm sure whatever I'm interrupting right now is devastatingly hilarious. But hello, Mama's Garage podcast listener. This is the first ad I'm ever running for the podcast. And no, I'm not getting paid for it. But what I am doing is telling roast jokes about a man named Kyle Bates on March 4th at Indianapolis's very own Helium Comedy Club. What a huge deal this is for me. I cannot believe I was given this opportunity so early in my comedy career. I have seen some of the best comics in the world on the stage I'm going to be on at Helium. What a milestone. And the best part is that you can watch me do it too. So please take a look on my socials if it's not in the description of this podcast already. It'll be a night I won't forget, and hopefully you can get a kick out of it yourself. So I'll see you on March 4th. But all right. Back to the podcast. Thank you. But
I don't know how mornings are at the Bloomington location, but the Martinsville location is pretty chill when it comes to mornings.
I bet it is chill.
There have been times where I've had 2 people in the gym, not counting me and my other coworker, and it's just like it's so peaceful sometimes.
I bet it is, yeah. I love being in there. It's like right before they close on like a Thursday at like 10 o'clock. I'm like, dude, this is grind time. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat. Hopefully something with value. But
sometimes I do wish we were 24 hours, but
I don't think the population can handle that.
No, one of the reasons why we're not 24 hours is I don't think the store would be able to handle being open 24 hours, like money-wise, financial-wise.
Because you got to pay people for that.
Two, we would have to get 2 employees for that.
Always 2 for that, at least 2?
Yeah, they want us to have at least 2 employees per shift. That so 2 morning shifts, 2 mid-shift, and then 2 closing shift. Gotcha. And then 2 overnight shift. Depending on location, because not every Planet Fitness is 24 hours. So there's a decent amount of
staff you'd never see then.
Yeah, so Gabe, I usually don't see him, but Gabe usually comes in and works out before his shift. Yeah. We have another closer named Aiden right now. I rarely see him.
Yeah, I probably know who that guy is.
Yeah, dark hair, kind of longer, long dark hair, kind of male part. He's newer, but probably might have seen it.
Yeah, because I have a very good repertoire with Gabe. Yeah. Because he showed you the... Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm part of the onboarding process now. Yeah. I'll tell the pod real quick when you're done wrapped up.
And then the weekend people, I really don't see that much. Sometimes I go in on the weekends and work out, but most of the time I don't because those are my rest days.
My writing process for jokes and comedy or like a sketch is I will go to the gym at the Martinsville Planet Fitness, and then I'll just walk to Starbucks after because they're right next to each other. Yeah. And so I sit down. It's not really it's the most corporate coffee shop of all time. But it's like a coffee shop, and it feels like very cliche, but it's like exactly where I get all my work done. Yeah. Because I've tried to do it in this chair in my room and everything, but this is also where I lounge, and I have a mini fridge right there.
I feel like you just get so distracted in here because you have so many
there's a lot of things on the wall. That's really for the watcher and stuff. But yeah, also I might just get it's just I feel at home here. You got to be able to separate.
This is your place of relaxation.
Yes,
like you don't want to do work.
Earn this room, But yeah, so I like the weekend, going there on the weekend a lot, because if I get there in the morning, oh, it's how nice. Some of my best workouts I've ever had, at least in recent memory, was when I worked the doubles at Greeks. I'd get there at like 10:30, leave at 10:30, and be like long days. But I wake up at like 8, which is plenty to, like, it's early enough where you're like, it works 2.5 hours from now. Go to 20 minutes to the gym, work out for as long as I need to. Dude wipe shower, forehead and pits and dick.
Yeah.
And then that's the truth, everybody.
That's how we do it.
And then I'd go, and then I have a podcast in, but the way the sun shines, like middle of the summer, and I'm like, this is perfect. Dude. Now it sucks because it gets dark at 6 p.m. and I'm just like,
summer workouts are so much better than winter workouts.
I can't. I'm like really excited for the weather to get better, but oh wow.
I mean, it got up to like 35 degrees today, and I genuinely felt like I could walk outside.
It felt nice.
Shorts and a t-shirt because of how much warmer it felt. It's supposed to get up in the 50s next week.
I heard that, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die of heat stroke.
I'm just gonna walk out in my birthday suit, like absolutely nothing else.
That'll be nice, because this snow's gonna take months, or like at least if it was up there and the temperature, it's gonna take a month for it all to melt. This is a lot of snow, dude.
Yeah, it's still.
Look at that shit for the prior listener.
That is a good like.
It's so white out there.
Yeah, but like,
God damn.
I know I live in Martinsville, Indiana, but that's a lot of white.
That's something we talked about when we saw each other at the gym. Like,
back
in the fall.
Oh yeah.
Because I want to talk about that for sure too.
Yeah,
we touched on a lot
definitely.
of topics that were good for the pod. That's when I was like, bro, we should totally, like, we just did a podcast on accident, but you should totally come to the pod.
Yeah, no. Kind of speaking of that,
Go ahead.
I met this guy at the gym. Just randomly one time, because we had high school together.
Yeah,
we had a couple. We had
the engineering class together.
With Mrs. Schoolcraft. Shout out Deb Schoolcraft.
Yeah, she's like my second cousin by marriage.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that's because that was the teacher's favorite.
Yeah.
That's at the family reunion.
And I haven't seen this guy since probably the end of that class. I mean, I'd seen him in school and stuff like that, and I would say, "Hey, what's up?" in the hallways and stuff.
But that was your sophomore year, my junior year.
Yeah, but we never had like an actual like sit down conversation.
No. It was more of a leaning against the wall conversation, just like a couple of Joe Schmoes.
Yeah,
good stuff.
And then I saw this guy walk into the gym on like a Saturday or a Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was getting ready to leave, and you know what? I think
it was September 13th. I think I know exactly what day it was.
Yeah.
Because I had plans to, like I said, go in there, work out, and then write, and I was like, that threw my schedule off by like a whole hour, but I was like, that was time well spent.
Yeah.
Good combo.
And I talked to this guy. We talked in the Planet Fitness lobby for an hour straight.
I think so. It didn't even feel like,
it did not feel. It felt like 5 minutes.
I know. Yeah, it was how quickly it ran by, because I was so impressed with that. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, honestly, we could probably like stay here for like 4 hours, and it'll only feel like an hour.
Yeah, I got a couple batteries backlogged for the GoPro, but yeah, we talked about. Well, I think it started off with like a political, it wasn't like a debate or anything. We're just like talking, like, it was after the Charlie Kirk shooting, and so everything was because that had to have been, because it was that's why I think it was September 13th. That was a Saturday. I had a gig in Terre Haute doing comedy. It was like the best to this day. Right now, it's the best I've ever done on stage. It was like my first 15-minute set too.
Yeah,
and I was on riding the highs of that still, even though there's some horrible shit in the news. And you and I both agreed, like, no matter what side you're on, that's still tragic as hell.
Yeah, it was like the height of the situation, and everyone was talking about it, and it was like making like news headlines and stuff like that.
It was so
fresh. It was pretty much what everyone was talking about at the time.
Yeah. Gnarly shit, and then we eventually talked about Spider-Man. Probably, I'm sure we did.
We definitely got onto the topic of superheroes somehow. I do not remember, because it's been a good.
Yeah, there's been months since then.
Yeah, it's been a good couple months.
Yeah, because actually the poster right behind you where it says Brouhaha, that's right. And so like that was the show poster from Terre Haute. That was the 12th, which was a Friday. Yeah, I took a half day at work. Yeah, that was a good stuff. Yeah, that's like an AI poster, because that's not what I look like. That photo was taken. It's of like my profile picture on Instagram, but then my buddy Patrick, who booked me for that show and did that poster, I got into like a very playful banter comment section thing on Facebook, and I like called him dumb or whatever, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well you think I use AI for everything? Check this out," and he's made a picture of me sitting on Harvey Weinstein's lap. But it was like you use my reference photo from the profile, and it spat out that weird shit where my nose is fucking huge and like, and my eyes are kind of sunken in. So then they use it on the poster. But then that's to commemorate the really good set I had. But yeah, that was for sure back when we did that.
Yeah.
But because we were at Planet Fitness, like, I'm sure you must have just gotten off work or something. Well, no, because it was on a Saturday.
I was on a weekend. I came in because I think
you just finished working out.
Yeah, I had just finished legs, and I was like dying standing up. I don't know if you could tell, but I was
like, we're leaning against like the 30-minute workout wall.
I was so glad that we decided to lean up against that because I was like, my legs were like screaming at me.
For sure.
But yeah, it was definitely I don't know if I would say would you say constructive?
I mean, I left there being like, I'm like, God, I know that guy. It was one of those situations where I was like,
I haven't talked to this guy in so long.
It's been a while. But we just hopped right into it. Because it was I forget all the topics we touched, but we would just tangent to tangent to tangent to tangent, and because it was a good like heartfelt situation. It was just nice. It was a good time. But
it's like when you haven't seen your best friend in a couple of years, and you're like, "Hey, what's going on, man? What's new with you?"
Yeah, because I think I sat next to you when we went. So it was during the drafting class, which was 2020. No, that would have been your freshman year. We had the drafting class together because it was Miss Schoolcrafts. That was my sophomore year. So I had her in physics. Did you have physics?
I did not.
Okay,
no,
because that was
it. Would I think it would have been my sophomore year?
Would have been your sophomore.
I think so.
Because the only class I remember you there had to have been, because I know it was my sophomore year because it was, because I remember like it was like around the same.
I think it was. I think it was when halfway through the school year they decided that they wanted to do like some days these classes, and then
So that was during
the rest of the days those classes, and then we had Wednesdays off.
So that was okay. That was my junior year then. So I guess so.
I don't know.
Whatever. It's spacey. Point is, he'd been. That was like that's the closest I've been to you, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then we just never crossed paths again. And
because none of our classes just
never
lined up.
It's like those single serving friends for a little bit, like it seems like a Fight Club reference thing.
Yeah.
But before, because I what I hate about sometimes in pods that they'll put an idea aside, or it's like we'll get back to that, and we never do. So I always try to very very careful about what I pin in the air. But in case I've never said it before, you talked about the assistant manager Gabe at Planet Fitness. He gave me a tour of all the black card stuff before I became a black card member, and he was very nice to me, and I was like, this guy's dope, and it was very cool. And so when we got the the quarterly, like, hey, what did you think about Planet Fitness, and like give it a rate, it's like, here's a limitless like blank slate.
I was looking at it the other day because I knew I was going to be on a podcast with this guy, and I wanted to remember what he said. I don't remember the whole thing because it's genuinely like
it's unhinged.
It's
I went
so long.
You know where I wrote it? I wrote it in my mama's kitchen. And I was just like giggling like on like a stool. I was like, hey, this is so funny. So basically, it was talking about like how like voluptuous and soothing that Gabe is, and it's just like he's just a good dude. And I was like, listen, guys, give this guy a fucking raise. Because I
remember you telling me about it, and I was like, it was last Wednesday, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go on a podcast with this guy. I want to see what he said.
So you talk about the Matt Smith like bringing like his notes and stuff.
Yeah,
like that's your research.
Yeah, and I was like, I was actually impressed with like
how
much you wrote.
Well, I never had a problem with like reaching word counts in English at all. My problem is that I add too much information that's like useless. That'll get me into trouble on stage where I'll try to tell a story because you only get 5 minutes for open mics, which can kind of be constraining.
Yeah,
and I'll be like halfway through a story, which really could be, I could have gotten like all the points out of it and boiled it down. You know, the same thing with like efficiency with the workout. Within like in the first minute, I could have got it all out, but it's never been hard for me to ramble ever. That's why the podcast exists, because I can just fill time with this, you know? And I also used to be like really bad at talking. I used to mumble and stammer a lot, and I try to work on that quite a lot because like 13-year-old me, I wouldn't call it being bullied, but when I was in drumline, I was in drumline as an 8th grader because they needed people, and they were like, Luke can probably handle it, and so I got ingratiated by the older guys, the big kids, if you will, and anytime I get like just constructive criticism, I would like apologize my ass off. Like, I'm sorry. I just want to do better. And they're like, hey man, stop apologizing.
Yeah.
And I would go, okay. Sorry. And they were like, dude, quit.
Dude, I feel like
I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah, I feel like every guy at some point has felt like that in their life.
Yeah, I think it's, if you blossom into like just a couple of chill dudes like us, where we've been through like, we used to be shy and everything. We know what it's like to grow out of that and everything. Yeah, I agree with you.
Because like I didn't talk to really anyone my freshman and sophomore year. It also didn't help that I was like severely depressed and stuff like that.
Right, because that can keep you from being bubbly and social.
Yeah,
big time.
Big time.
Yeah,
but also being front desk at Planet Fitness also helped me a lot too.
Yeah, for sure.
Just over these past
customer service will shape you up.
Yeah. And it's like it also helps seeing the same people every single day.
Right.
So like
it
helps
get
getting
some
to know them better.
regulars,
Yeah.
Or if you get like a new person, you're like, this is interesting.
Yeah, hey, I get to see who this guy is.
Yeah, because when I was a server at Greeks, it was like that, and I would have, you have random tables here and there because they're like, oh, let's try that Greeks place. Been there in several months. But or you get people who are like, let's pay Luke a visit. And I'm like, hell yeah, this is fun, you know. Or you get people you don't like, or I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no.
There's a guy, we used to call him Long Island. Do you want to know why? I bet you know why by now. Because he would come in at like noon and order a Long Island, which is like all the liquor at once, with a little bit of lemonade.
Yeah,
and he'd be like,
that's
I want like a Greek salad, a stromboli, and then a Long Island.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus.
We have this guy that comes in sometimes. He hasn't been in a couple months. I was actually looking at it today because I was interested.
That's funny. You have all that data.
And I can see like I'm probably not going to say this but like I can see like people's like information and stuff like that. Like I can see like
this guy's social, his blood type is
I can see
negative.
like address, phone number, like I can see like last 4 digits of their card.
Right,
and stuff
that's got to
like
be because that's why you have to vet people for a job like that when you have access to that, because I'm sure there's been creeps that got that job.
Yeah, like if I really wanted to, I could text a whole bunch of people off their phone number right now, and they absolutely have no idea what it is. But I'm not gonna do that because
right.
I'm not
you're
weird.
A good guy.
Yeah,
you know.
Like if I really want someone's phone number, I'm gonna like go up and ask them.
You gotta get out of your comfort zone and be like, okay, don't stammer. Fuck. Because that's what I did in middle school. I was such a stammery guy. So the fact that I like start doing stand up now, dude, how long do you think we've been going?
30 minutes?
It's been 51 minutes.
No
shot. Swear to God. I mean, maybe like 45 for when I edited down and stuff.
Probably.
But like,
yeah,
we got plenty of time though.
What time is it?
It's only 6:15.
Oh wow.
Brother,
yeah, no.
We're
set.
fine.
We're set. I can keep rambling.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
But like I'm just not gonna go and text random people off their phone
for
number.
sure. But I mean, the fact that I didn't really,
and that would also get me fired as well. Because if someone comes up to the front desk and was like, "Yeah, I got a text from this phone
they
number,"
talk to you.
and my boss sees that it's my phone number, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, no, you're gone.
Yeah, we can't have that.
You can't be texting people off their phone number.
That sucks. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah.
If
you're
don't
Gabe,
do
watching,
that.
You're Gabe if you're watching, which you better be. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't be doing that. That's fun though. I mean, because I can access like my login history from like the My Club stuff. I didn't realize that stuff was back there at all.
Yeah,
that makes sense though.
But yeah, back to the guy I was telling you about.
Oh yes, please.
This guy, we call him Drunk Guy at work because we are convinced that 90% of the time he comes in drunk or at least a little tipsy.
I've done a workout hungover and it is awful. It's the worst way to treat your body.
Some of the stuff he would come up and talk to us about, I'm pretty sure this guy is like a pathological liar because he tells me all the stuff that he does. He's like a personal trainer. He's like a IT software developer. He's a chef. He's like produced songs for Snoop Dogg, Drake, Kendrick, and I'm like, but you live in Martinsville, Indiana?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, man.
And he's
just a bullshitter. He just wants to earn you guys' respect. Maybe he has no idea he's talked to you guys before, and he's like, what am I lying about today?
He was asking me how many members we had at one point, and I was like, oh, we had like 3,000 members, and he was like, oh wow, half the population of Martinsville has a membership, and I'm like, do you think there's only 6,000 people in Martinsville?
I think there would be. My number is. I'm like, well, there's got to be.
I'm
like, there's got to be 1,000 people in
yeah,
Martinsville.
and I looked it up on the computer, and we had like 12,000 members or something like that. Because members, 12,000 population. Because like the high school, I think has like 1,500 people.
That right? It. I mean, my graduating class was right around 3 and some change.
Yeah, mine was 268. I guess
that would make sense though. With like,
it's probably staff. A lot more now. Too,
I guess 1,200 to 1,500 would be like a round number.
Yeah, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. He was just very weird. He's one of those people that always thinks he's correct, and I'm just like,
that's weird. Yeah, but it's fun to have characters around though.
Yeah,
because then you bond with your coworkers. That's one thing I miss about my job, because it's basically an office, and so because I work at Cook, and we have to go through like what's called the control manufacturing area, which is where all the because I work on medical products all day, or I inspect them at least.
Yeah.
And there's not a single customer. I have a fob on my keys to get into the building. Like no one can just kind of walk in and go to the front desk.
Yeah,
so I do kind of like only the fun parts about talking to customers. But like, dude, like I can I mean. What is your like closing task? Because you're not working the end of the day, so I mean you just like wrap your desk up and just like, I'm out of here.
So to be honest, I really don't need to do. I have like a cleaning list of stuff I'm supposed to do.
Which I'm sure you're so good at that.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah. I could do that blindfolded. Yeah. Like it's the same thing every single day.
I mean, like a nice like trail. It's like
every
a Mario Kart course. Yeah.
Yeah, and everyone there has like a list of things they're supposed to do, because like if we do it on what's it, Google Sheets.
Oh yeah,
and like just people put their name next to what they do and stuff like that.
Easy system.
Very easy system, and it's to like my boss says it's to like create accountability and stuff like that to make sure you're doing what you're doing, and also to keep the store clean. Which, fun fact, Martinsville is in the top 10 Planet Fitnesses nationwide.
I bet it's very clean in there.
Based on cleanliness, Black Card membership, and like merchandise sales and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a good Planet Fitness, go to Martinsville.
I did not know that. I'm a proud Martinsville guy. Wow,
we got the scorecards back for December, because I got promoted to shift leader now. So technically I'm management.
Yeah.
It's not really in the term, but I'm a higher level employee when it comes to like general stores and stuff like that.
Damn,
so I can look at the scorecards and stuff.
That's
and he
shit.
Straight up tells us that like, yeah, this is what we replaced. So yeah, if you're looking for a good Planet Fitness to come to, a good clean gym.
Even when like when it is like kind of busy in there, you can still get a lot.
Oh yeah,
it's really
I think
nice.
I think the max amount of people I've seen there is like 40 people.
Yeah, probably.
Which isn't I mean, it is a lot for Martinsville, but it also isn't a lot compared to some other places.
I do like they designed that place right, because it's whenever it is popping, it feels like it's popping, but it's like you can see everything from the desk. Because the one in Bloomington, it's just there's way more treadmills. There's like a way bigger ab room, and like it's nice and everything, but when it gets too busy in there, it's just like the air is thick.
Yeah.
And it's moist, and it just smells like garbage, and it's so not great. And I walk out feeling filthy a lot. Not, I mean, it's a good. I feel like I just shit all over them, but I mean, that's just what happens whenever you have a successful business, and we're just in there all the time. But
yeah, and like part of the stuff I do on the list is like I have to go and wipe down the tanning beds, clean them off, and stuff like that, because sometimes people don't wipe them off, which makes me very mad.
I'm sure they get like the oil and everything.
Yeah, they get all sweaty, oily, tanning lotion all over it. And then I also have to go and wipe down the massage chairs, and I go and wipe down the Smith machines and the cable towels.
The hydro massage chairs in the back.
Oh, dude.
Those are...
I get it.
When I sat in one of those, I was like, how is the Black Card subscription not more money?
I get
you get so much worth out of your money.
I get a 30-minute break throughout the day, and I know the passwords to manually set the hydros, so I just sit in the hydros for about 30 minutes, and it is the best thing ever. Go
ahead.
Because we have people like this. We have some people that get the Black Card just for the massage chairs and the tanning beds.
Yeah.
If you have never tried a hydro massage before, go get a Black Card membership at Planet Fitness and try it out. You will You will do it every single day.
It's a full body experience because I'll take like a tolerance break where I won't do it for a while.
Yeah.
And then I'll go in there. I'll be like, Jesus Christ. And like you can also control because I'll put it like really like I don't really care about my legs that much, so it's like tailbone to like the top of your head.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is where I'm just like, oh my god.
The best way I like to describe it, because I have to give tours to people sometimes. I like to describe it's like the jets on a hot tub, but way more high pressure.
And it's consistent. Like jets have like they have like series. From
It's like those fountain jets you see in water fountains that spew out the water really hard.
High water pressure. I wonder like what part of the building part of that aspect. I'm like how do they even do that? I don't understand.
I have no idea.
That has to go to, that plumbing's all incredibly It feels like if a beanbag chair came to life and they're all mad at you. All the it's just like it's just
they're all
so
punching you simultaneously.
Yeah. God, it's so nice.
Yeah, it is definitely my best part of the day. And I do it like right before I leave too, so I'm feeling refreshed and rejuvenated before my workouts.
I want to go there right now.
Yeah, dude.
I want to go there right now.
Honestly.
Right now, I got there right around 6 o'clock yesterday, so like and it was super bumping in there.
Yeah, it's probably very busy right now. This is probably the busiest time.
Let's check the crowd meter.
Yeah, actually that's
3. We got
3. Yeah, that is really busy. I've never seen it at 3 before.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
thank God, man. Nasty.
Luke's doing my job better than me. He brought up the crowd meter before I did.
I just like the data, you know.
Jacob, if you're seeing if you're seeing this, we need to hire this guy.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, as like a part-time thing. That there's like any part-time positions in it. I doubt it, right?
I mean,
I don't. I also already have a fucking 40-hour.
I mean,
job.
we do. I mean, for right now, we do have a part-time position open, but it's mornings on weekends.
Yeah.
So you'll probably only be getting 16 hours a week.
That's not bad though. But if I had to make more money, that's something I would look into because that's just, first of all, you're in a healthy environment. Yeah. And with how you pitched it, it seems like you have a significant amount of downtime. I would use that to write. I would be in there writing.
Yeah, I mean, Martinsville is one of those locations where it's slow enough to where technically you're not supposed to have one person up at the front desk, but you are very much able to. There are times where I've opened the store by myself. There was one time just recently I've had to open up the store by myself like 2 months straight while we were trying to find another opener to open with me, and it was probably the best time of my life.
I mean, like work time.
Work time and just in general, because like
I'm just chilling.
I'm just there. I pop an AirPod in. I'm by myself.
It was like 4 people there or something.
Yeah, and it was in like October, November, so there's really not a lot of people there.
When I understand it, because my job, it's I listen to ears. So I have a one earbud in on the floor. I always have an earbud in. So it's podcasts and music, and then podcasts and music, and so. What I love about my job is that I can, on a perfect day, I can walk in there knowing what I'm going to do because you have to work on like this huge, like I don't order a 400 of some shit, and you have to like kind of walk through this whole process. If I know I'm doing that when I get there, I might throw me some curveballs where I'm like, you got to go over here today. It's like, oh, whatever, I'll just deal with that. But if I know what I'm doing, I can pick that stuff up, resume what I was doing yesterday, lock in, have my day completely scheduled out, crack a joke here, crack a joke there. We would do like mandatory stretches where I have everything planned out and I have a good podcast situation. Usually Thursdays are my favorite days of the week because they're like it's the Friday Eve, and it's the weekend Eve. If I can do it, and I can do a solid Thursday day. But if I just tread everything out, it'd be perfect. Like the boys meme, like everything to the last detail.
To the last detail.
And if I didn't have like a process or something to keep me busy, because it's busy work while you're doing everything, and then I'd probably be like, God, this is so hard. But I would absolutely, I would totally tear up a job where I have that much downtime where I can bring a notebook and just like work out ideas like that. That'd be really nice because it would force me to be alone with my thoughts like that. So that's not bad at all. Cam, what do you say we try that dartboard? Thing?
Yeah.
Is there any of the topics you want to do before we get in?
Man.
Because I think we touched on the gym a bunch. We touched on our talking at Planet Fitness last year. A little bit of school stuff and everything. The pre-pod was very nerd heavy, which is a lot of fun. But I've not done this before. You guys, this is the first episode I've tried this, but this has been an idea I've had for a minute. You guys can't see it, but there's a dartboard directly in front of Cam. If you can have the blue darts, and I'll take the ones with the dartboards on them. Those would be mine. I have a list of 20 questions in my notes folder, and you guys can probably already ahead of me. He's gonna throw a dart. It's gonna land on a number, and then I'm gonna ask him a question corresponding with that number. Some of them are weird questions. Some of them are like nice, fun going questions. Some of them I forget already. I kind of made the list today at work. This is the first draft of them, but this is dartboard confessionals.
Yeah. On a side note, I can see where you've missed throwing darts.
That wall is petrified.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Looks like you were trying to do acupuncture on it.
We can't sell that.
Dude, I haven't thrown a dart in a minute.
Just let it spit off your index finger.
Nope.
See, that's why that's so funny. You missed drastically.
Ooh.
So a little more juice in that.
Little higher. Nope.
All right. Okay. All right. The first.
See, the camera can't see that. I just missed all of those.
You guys had to have heard that though.
Oh, definitely.
That was perfect. All right. All
See,
right. We just need to hit one.
Yeah.
One
See,
of them.
I'm like underestimating how
okay, because
I need to overthrow it because I'm underestimating how heavy they are.
You're also underneath the board, so you gotta get it on the arc.
I need to
and also throw it with a lot more strength.
Yeah, I need to.
Because I'm not. The door's fine.
Put a little bit oomph into it.
Yeah, a little bit more oomph.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close. There we go.
You're not even on the board though.
I landed on the number though.
I guess you're number.
I landed on the number though.
Try one more.
No,
Okay, we'll do it quick. I just want to see if you can actually hit it in that big circle. Come on.
There we go.
Okay, we'll do question 3 and question 6.
Yeah. So, only landed on the 7.
Yeah. Okay. These are good questions. These are great questions. I'm excited about asking these. For the listener, question 3 on the list, which you guys will learn these questions over time because this is a dartboard confessionals, dude. I just riffed that name just now. That was good. I did riff it like a couple minutes ago. Confessionals. I'm typing it in my notes app. Here's question 3. If you could live in a movie, what would it be and why? I thought about my answer today.
Ooh.
And I'm excited to tell you.
If I could live in a movie,
do you want me to tell you my answer? What you think about yours? Okay. We just talked about Matt Smith earlier, my old film class teacher. And did you ever have him as a teacher?
I did. I had him junior English.
For English. Gotcha. The most boring thing he teaches, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway, so my movie I want to live in, I guess as of right now, because this is obviously going to change over time, but Groundhog's Day. Which is Bill Murray from the 1980s, and so that the premise of that is like it's kind of become like a genre in and of itself. There's been a lot of movies that have stolen that premise.
Kind of a little side note. Groundhog Day was yesterday, and
that's true.
Stupid groundhog Punxsutawney Phil
said
we're getting 6 more weeks of winter.
I'm sure. Yeah, I think we all could have guessed that shit. We saw earlier.
Yeah, I like to call it the spring of deception, and then third winter.
I think I called it Groundhog's Day. I think it is just Groundhog's Day.
Something to do with groundhogs.
Whatever.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. So, I want to live in that movie because the premise, if you guys don't know, it's Bill Murray lives a whole day. He's kind of a dick in the beginning, and he wakes up the next morning, lives that same day, and he does that through the whole course of the movie until he eventually breaks the cycle. And it's rumored, like people crunch the numbers, like he was in there for like thousands of years. And I was like, oh shit, because it's just like the spirit of him. Like he can't die. If he dies, he wakes up the next morning. Like he tries killing himself and everything. It's like really weird. But the fact that it recycles every 24 hours means that you can only go so far.
Yeah.
Out, and so because like say you traveled in this direction.
Yeah.
For 24 hours straight. How far could you go? And I'm like, I want, because you would be limited because if the cycle works that way, you don't respawn there or anything. You come back to your bed where you wake up the next morning and just start the day over again. So that means there's a perimeter of this universe that can only exist almost like a one big giant simulation, like in that episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Where it's like inside a simulation, inside a simulation. One of those things. So I would like to explore it for that reason. Also, if I understand my circumstances, obviously I'll be up to no good a lot. It's nice. It's fun to do and everything. But without the consequences like that, you can do whatever you want. And I do think I would last longer with my sane brain to have an entire town to myself where I'm like, if every single moment of the day is the same every day, I like the consistency of that, and it's a really fun thing for my mind to explore. And I think I would want to live in that world just to see what it'd be like to be Bill Murray.
Yeah.
So that's my answer. Is Groundhog Day.
I don't know. There's so many. I'm trying to think.
Because I think because my first thought was like blockbusters, where I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to be Marty McFly, Back to the Future, and say have a time machine and stuff, or a movie with superheroes would be cool to interact with, or even like Superbad, where it's like, well, I would, something like that. I'm just really just looking over at my movies right now, but just gripping up.
Dude,
those.
Honestly, I feel like I'm gonna get my answer.
And this probably will occur to you later on. And you can text me about it.
Yeah. Right now, I would have to say if there's any movie, I'm gonna go like not necessarily old school with this, but like a classic. I'm gonna go with Star Wars.
Okay.
But when it was the Galactic Republic, so probably like episodes 1 and 2.
Okay, which does that mean that is the 4th and 5th movie released? Is that correct?
Yeah. So I
don't know a lot about Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars, the order is weird with how they released the movies because they released episodes 4, 5. The first trilogy is episodes 4, 5, and 6, and then they released episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then they released episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Okay.
So I'm talking about Star Wars episodes 1 and 2, where it's kind of like there's like the Galactic Senate, and it was before the Empire took over.
I see. Okay.
And I would love to be a part of the Jedi Council on that order, because it's some of the best Jedis like ever, and they're some of the wisest and strongest Jedis. And I feel like before Order 66 happened, where all the Jedis get like massacred, because they're supposed to be like peacekeepers.
So much I don't know.
Yeah, I could go into.
I'm sure.
Have you ever watched Star Wars before?
Are you gonna hit me if I say no?
No, I'm not gonna hit you.
It's like I had this like contrarian like I'm not gonna do all the shit that everyone else wants to do. I was that guy for a long time, and I just haven't got around to them yet. I heard they're very well made, very good, I know how beloved they are.
Yeah.
But I think with movies like that, it's so removed from the real world, where it's so extended fantasy, which is people's, they love that shit, right? But for me, it's like a movie like Groundhog Day is like, oh, that's like an incredibly fictional premise, but inside of like a non-fictional
I probably just
situation.
Spoiled Star Wars for you then.
Oh, whatever. Dude.
It's been out for so long. If you don't know what happens in Star Wars, like.
And here's another psychological reason why I might not like Star Wars. My Uncle Johnny, my mom's older brother, he would lower his voice when I was a toddler, and he would go, "Luke, I am your uncle," and I would break into tears.
Wicked.
And I know that's like a Mandela effect where he just goes, "No, I am your father," but the fact that I'm sure the only thing he knew about me at first, when I was blank slate little boy, he was like, "Well, name's Luke. It's a very common name in the Star Wars community, so we're gonna do the bit with him."
But
he'd be fucking towering over me, and I'd be like,
that's diabolical.
Not good. So that would be a predisposed reason as to why I do not like Star Wars.
Honestly,
but I love when people nerd out about it, when people are passionate, and you clearly are like, bro, this is where I'm going. This is where I'm fucking going.
I mean, Star Wars is one of those things where it's like because episodes 7, 8, 9, they count them as the sequels because it happened after episodes 4, 5, and 6. So they're the sequel. It's
and that's
like
Force Awakens, and that's
Force Awakens, Rise of Skywalker.
I almost said Infinity War. I'm sorry, I'm illiterate.
And then what's the other one? A New Jedi. That's what it is. And the Star Wars community just admits that those 3 movies suck.
Damn.
Compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
Because
they were a huge deal when they came out when we were like 2016, I think.
Yeah, when episode 7 came out, it was like, oh, they're finally continuing like the Skywalker saga, like the story of like the Skywalker family.
Which is a sequel from so if in release order, the 3rd movie is the one that came right before Force Awakens.
Yes.
So that's episode 6.
Yes.
Which would you know what year that came out? Like in the later 70s, early 80s?
Yeah.
That's like a 30-year gap. That's
my
wild.
dad said my dad was born in 1972, and he said he was in kindergarten when episode 4 came out. So probably
I think it was 77. I'm gonna check that up right now.
Yeah, so probably
Jamie, look that up.
Later 70s, later 80s, if I had to guess.
Let's see, Star Wars release dates. Check that out real quick. So A New Hope is that the first one?
Yes, that's
4?
episode 4.
Okay, that was 77. It was like the right. So that was 77, and then Empire Strikes Back is 80, and then Return of the Jedi is 83.
Ah, okay.
So that means Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens those are canonically that is 6 and 7 actually.
Yeah, that is quite literally 6 and 7. But episode
so 83 to 2016 that is 33 years.
Yeah, but episode 7 takes place 30 years after episode 6. So there's a good 30-year time span of just stuff that's been happening in between there, which we've gotten some stuff on that, but not a whole bunch.
Cool. Well, I like your answer because even though I can't relate to it, but like you clearly are, like you would thrive in that situation.
Oh yeah, dude, I would be like prime Anakin Skywalker.
Question 6, so much different. It's not a pulp culture question at all.
Oh,
it
I
says,
could talk about pop culture forever.
Which sense would you lose first? So like the one you take the most for granted, or like the one you would lose first, and then the second half is which sense would you lose last?
My first sense that I probably lose would probably be my eyesight.
You wouldn't want to see first. Like that's the one you'd rather be blind off the bat.
What? I wouldn't be blind. I don't know. Cause like in terms of like sense that I use the most would probably be my eyesight.
For
to
sure,
be honest.
Yeah.
But I'm also like a very observant person as well. Like I'm constantly like looking at people, looking at what they're doing, like looking at the nearest exits in case something happens.
Yeah.
Like typical like observant social pattern awareness kind of guy. If I had to,
goddamn ladybugs. Sorry.
I know, bro.
I'm sorry. I feel so embarrassed by these motherfuckers.
Well,
not very ladylike, bitch. Go ahead.
The first sense probably I would want to lose. Honestly, I would have to go with touch.
Okay, I don't agree with you at all. That's
really?
Insane. That's insane.
Really?
Because,
I mean,
so do you know the senses also include taste and smell, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, I can't not
honestly,
smell.
smells don't bother me. Like really like bad smells, they don't bother me as much because I'm so used to like my sense of smell is still probably messed up from COVID and stuff, honestly, because I lost my sense of smell during COVID. Like I couldn't smell anything.
I didn't lose any of that. That's crazy.
My nose is constantly stuffed up.
Yeah, well,
like
I would rather lose my scent first. It's the first one that's gonna go for me. Sorry, excuse me. So I guess if I had to rank them, though, if I had to rank my senses, you go first because motherfucker said sight first. I'm like, what?
No. I thought we were going off of like what sense you use the most.
Okay.
Would you lose first? I thought that's what you meant by the question.
You meant like what would like deteriorate first?
No, like the question was like if the scent the sense you use the most, that would be the one that you lose first.
Okay,
that's what I thought you meant by that.
So out of like the top 2, like,
yeah,
okay, I understand. No, I just mean like out of the 5 senses, sight, hearing.
Honestly, the only reason I
smell,
said touch is because I'm not a big fan of people like touching me. Like obviously, like if I'm like friends with someone for a really long time and I'm comfortable with them, I'm fine with them touching me. But if some random person like tries to give me like a pat on the back, or like fist bumps or something like that, or like handshakes, like I'm not really big on that. I'm just more like a peace man.
Right. I understand. Okay, yeah. So the affection thing, but I think also if you can't touch, that means you wouldn't know what you're chewing.
Yeah.
That's because because all your nerves activate that way.
That is true.
You wouldn't know if you were sitting down anywhere.
If I had to rate,
you'd be paralyzed.
Yeah.
What would happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you gotta activate your body, but you'd be like driving a car.
I feel like
you're in control of it.
What's the tier list on? Is it like senses that we like the most, or like senses what?
So I guess I thought this was like a barn burner question, but I think I phrased it horribly now that because I haven't said it out loud yet. But the question was, if you could live, no, that's the first question. No, which scent would you lose first? If you had to lose one.
If I had to lose one.
Yeah, if you had to lose one.
Oh yeah.
And then which sense would you lose last? So what's your least favorite sense and what's your most coveted sense?
Yeah. Definitely my eyesight last. Yeah, I'm gonna change that because like I can't.
That should be everyone's answer.
Yeah, my eyesight last because like I can't. If I would like go blind one day, I think this is gonna sound really bad, but I think I just automatically off myself.
I understand
because like I really wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean also like I'd be cool to be like if it'd be like a Stevie Wonder reprisal where I'm like, oh, I can be the blind drummer guy.
I could
like
be
Ray
like
Charles.
I could be like Daredevil and have all my other senses like
That's cool.
heightened.
Right, yeah. Well, because you'd still be able to, because I think what blind people, I think one of their coolest things that they can judge people by their spirit, as opposed to like, because you make your mind up about someone by looks a lot usually, which is like a judgment thing, but it's also like it's part of a survival thing from our ancestry.
It's almost like they can feel people's like they aura form 24/7. They can feel people's aura.
Absolutely. But I think like if you say like watch a movie without the sound on, that's how your life would be. There's still a lot going on, even if you can't interact with the movie, you can't smell or feel, and you won't be able to hear if you don't have the sound on. So I'm like, that's my sight is the one that I because I'm very visual with how I think about things. That's how I memorize jokes. It's how I memorize music. It's how I'm better with names or better with faces than I am with names across the board.
And another reason why I said like touch immediately is because like I'm a picky eater.
Yeah.
Like not as bad as I was, obviously, but like I don't know if you're one of those people like textures. I can't do certain food textures. It just makes me like
most things I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I can't, there's not a lot of things that'll fuck me up like that. I haven't had cottage cheese in a long time. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's one
like
of the
something can be good, but if like the texture just like doesn't sit right with me, I just won't eat it.
Yeah, but
not to sound like a
no, I totally get that because that is not just like some like, oh, that's a weird thing that you do. That's across the board. A lot of people have that. I feel very thankful that I can handle textures, or because I like to do some weird experimenting stuff. It's nice. Like so. All right. So that's another topic. When you were a child, what were some things that you were just like off limits? Do not even put that near me. Was it like the usual suspects, like a lot of kids don't like, or was it like some shit that you were like, really, you don't even like this?
Yeah. A really big one, a lot that people ask me is like I can't do texture of like pickles and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's squeaky.
Like, yeah.
That's why. I think you just tensed up by me just saying the word squeaky. You're like, nah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I understand that too, but I just kind of like kind of big dick it where I'm like, it's a pickle. I'm like,
grapes for a little bit was a really big one for me when I was younger. There was at one point bananas.
Yeah, because they're mushy.
Yeah. I'm probably actually allergic to bananas because every single time I have a banana, like my tongue gets real itchy and it kind of swells up a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So,
knock that off. Then.
Yeah.
You don't want to be eating bananas anymore.
But
wow.
I mean,
but you said earlier you like banana bread though. So is that like a caveat?
See, like banana flavored like things, like obviously, like I think just like straight bananas. Because like my parents used to tell me stories about how like every single time they would feed me like banana like baby food, I would immediately throw it back up. And I think we never got me like tested or anything, but like every single time I just have like bananas or something like that.
Dude, I wonder if your body just rejects it.
Yeah. Like banana flavored stuff, like banana Laffy Taffies. Like
that's the first thing I think about when I think
like
of
I can eat those just fine. Banana bread I can eat just fine, but I think it's just like straight bananas. Like my body just won't do.
I had a very big, like in high school, because I would get a banana at lunch a lot. I would get like a whatever sandwich we would get, like maybe like some like a celery, and I get banana as well, and I would have a whole thing of peanut butter in my backpack, and I would just because the proportions were ass. I couldn't handle that, so I was like, I gotta eat something else. So I eat peanut butter a lot to this day.
Yeah,
I have peanut butter in my car.
Also,
right now.
Another big one, steak for the longest time.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Yeah, steak. I could not get over the I tried like every single way you could cook steak, and for the longest time, I could just not get over the texture. It sounds like
you would have died a couple hundred years ago, where it's like, I don't like like it's like, brother, we don't have anything else. Yeah. Where you're like, not gonna happen. So
and then
it's like a natural selection thing that becomes just like a part of you. But like, not saying like oh brother, you're for the wolves. I'm just saying like I feel like if you couldn't handle meat.
Yeah.
And
then I finally went to Texas Roadhouse for the first time and had a steak done correctly, and it was the best thing in my life.
Oh, yeah.
And now, dude, Texas Roadhouse steaks. Side note: Texas Roadhouse steaks are some of the best things on the planet.
I haven't had a proper steak from a restaurant in quite a while because I'm very fortunate. I live with a woman, but my mother makes very good food across the board. She can make whatever we're in for. So
see, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but my mom does not cook. My dad does all the cooking. My mom.
I want to be that husband.
Yeah,
really
my mom could barely cook a hot dog, bro.
Damn. I enjoy cooking a lot.
Yeah.
And I also have a very good
like not to sound like misogynistic or anything and try and fit people into like
no, for sure.
But it's like it's just one of those things where it's like, it's actually kind of glad that you married my dad because my dad loves cooking.
Yeah.
And
I'm like if your partner is the one that cooks, that goddamn ladybug that light. Jesus Christ. If your partner is the one into cooking, why would you try to cook? You're you're competing with your partner. Like, yeah, you're already taking care of.
It's almost like my parents' like traditional roles are reversed because my mom is the one that's always working 24/7, and my dad's like, because my dad's a pastor and stuff like that.
Okay,
so
right.
he's able to stay at home most of the time because most of the time he's preparing his sermons for Sundays. So he's home almost 24/7 besides from the occasional like lunch meetings and stuff like that he has with people, and then sometimes he has to go into the church because there's events at the church and stuff like that. But like he's home pretty much every single time,
blessing that kitchen, dude.
Yeah, like
that's awesome.
He taught me how to make this like tortellini one time, this like with like Alfredo sauce on top and like
some homemade like homogenized Alfredo.
Yes, bro, it's so good. And I've been making that like 3 times a week, and it's so good.
Yeah,
so
good. There's a food question on here. I'll try to ask that. Actually, okay, I'll find that and then I'll see if you can aim for the. Let me try it real quick. Oh yeah, try to aim for the 12, which is where can I find that?
Right there. Top.
Oh yeah, it's by the 5 and the 20.
Right. Now that I've gotten it a few times, I can kind of
for sure. You nail it. You'll nail it.
Nope.
All right, that was the door again. Here, give me.
Was that 17?
That is 17. If you get 5, we'll subtract 5. Here, let me try this real quick. I'll see if I can get to 12 because I like rocket these things.
Dude, just hit the light.
For the audio listener,
oh
I almost I might have put a hole in that.
Dude, you just about.
Try to kill.
You almost hit the ladybug.
That would have been amazing.
To kill the ladybug. It's right there.
Right there. I feel like it went under the chair. I'm probably wrong though. You probably all right. Well, okay, never mind. I was laughing my ass off at you, and I can't even. I can't. That was horrible.
But you had too much like on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you just want to do question 17, or should I try?
We're making the rules. We can do whatever we want. I just want to. I'll just ask the question.
Let's just go with the question.
Whatever. We're gonna damage my room.
Yeah, I'm just a lab rat for this. Like
for sure. We'll get a better situation going. But this is a question that we could probably end the pod on because I think the battery's about to go down on the GoPro, and you and I could absolutely talk a lot, but we'll have you back. Don't worry.
I'm gonna be a reoccurring guest.
Yeah, easy guest to get going.
Oh yeah.
This is what is your perfect meal spread? So however many courses you want, cross off as many boxes as you need. Because I love a lot of food. It'd be hard for me to choose this, but I do know that I need certain things like as sweet, as savory, all this stuff. So what is your?
Honestly, I would have to go just classic 3-course meal, straight appetizer. I think the appetizer kind of has to be something a little bit like your entree, so it kind of like preps your taste buds a little bit.
I got you.
Kind of like gives you a sense of what you're gonna be.
Where it's like cousins to the.
Yes.
Yeah, like the little cousin.
Kind of like a distant brother, like not exactly the same, but still in the same like food category.
I understand.
Where it's like, oh, this is what.
Could I
this
have an
is gonna
example
taste
of
like.
that? Where it's
so
like say
like if you get like. Say like if you go to Olive Garden or something like that, and you would get like the toasted ravioli,
all right,
the Olive Garden, and then you would get like the cheese ravioli as the entree or something like that.
Okay.
Almost they're cooked differently, but it's still like ravioli to the point where it's like, oh, this could be what the ravioli.
So then what's your side? You have like one side with that?
See. I mean, my go-to. I just went to Olive Garden like this weekend.
Because I don't know the menu like that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that was because what I got. That was what I got. It was the best day of my life. I'm not even joking. It was so good.
Say when, dude.
But I got like the cheese ravioli, and with the cheese ravioli, they put like meat sauce on top of it, and then they have like melted mozzarella on it.
Okay.
And honestly, that was so good. The meat sauce just blended so well with the mozzarella, and then you would kind of like keep it on top of the ravioli, and you cut it up and eat it. And then it's also the same beef that they use in the toasted ravioli as well.
God, yeah, that sounds really good. I went to the Olive Garden on Times Square when I went to New York in 2024. Wasn't very good.
Really?
It sucked. I was like, what the hell is this?
Wow.
The Times Square Olive Garden.
I always go to the Greenwood one.
Yeah,
Greenwood
the one in
does
Bloomington's one I've been to the most.
Does a
but
pretty good
the one
job.
in Green, I bet I've been to the one in Greenwood before. Yeah.
And then
Yum.
the dessert.
Yeah, we do for dessert.
Gonna go a completely different route. We're gonna do the warm Italian donuts with chocolate syrup dipping.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you hear that? Darden, which is like the overall like umbrella. They do like Cheddar's and Olive Garden. I know that because I tried to get a job at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And it was through Darden. And I was like, what the fuck is Darden?
I have no idea.
It's like the encompassing like casual dining.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dumb reference. Ignore what I said about that. That's making me very hungry right now. That's really good.
It's honestly, I might drive to Olive Garden to pick something
one of
up.
the best meals I've had. It happened last year. My mom cooked it, and so here's what I can remember from this meal. It had a lot of my things that I didn't even know were my favorite. My mom can make the hell out of steamed broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nutritious side.
Yeah.
I don't feel an ounce bad about eating it, and my mom makes it very well seasoned and everything. And if it's bright green, soft, but it's like soft on the inside, but like it's been a little broiled. Like it's just right on the outside.
It's got that little crispiness on the outside.
Just a little bit of crispiness on the outside, yeah, with like sea salt and stuff.
Yeah.
And she used a little bit of Parmesan cheese on there. It just voila, right? That's for sure going. My mom's steamed broccoli. Even though I don't think I ever really order steak. This meal I had did involve a steak, very big steak. But then when we talk about textures and how you don't like a lot of textures, I think having different textures in a huge meal like that, you want to swoop it up. So she made French onion soup as well. So I also need warm bread.
Yeah,
I need warm bread with butter, because the older I get, the more I covet that, right? So I think you want like a warm appetizer, and a vegetable, a meat, maybe a soup, and then maybe if you get maybe like another vegetable if you want, or maybe even like a side pasta, or even a side salad. I'm trying to we're talking about a meal.
Yeah.
So I stopped eating at 7 p.m. the night before. Didn't eat all day. So it's like 5 p.m. the day after. Where it's when I'm like 22 hours of fasting, where I'm like, I'm about to dive into this and then take a nap.
I'm talking about in it, like,
right.
Honestly.
So okay. So I think because I hadn't like really talked this out yet, because I had the idea to write that down today at work, but so I think if we go like beginning and end of the meal, we want a warm appetizer. I'm talking like the buttered bread, not even like the cinnamon butter like you get at certain places. I just mean butter and bread, warm,
dude.
Fresh.
Speaking of, sorry to cut you off there, but another thing, if you go to Texas Roadhouse, you get the complimentary like rolls and stuff like that with the cinnamon butter, and then you get the cactus blossom, like the onion petals that you can dip in, like the like I think it's like campfire ranch or something like that. So it's got
so it's like a little spicy. So
it's got
a
little bit of a kick to it, but nothing like too like, oh my gosh.
Campfire ranch is a really cool name.
I think it's called campfire ranch, and then you get like the main, like you get like a steak or something like that. You get like a good like 10-ounce, 11-ounce steak.
Yeah.
Perfect, bro. That
sounds so nice. How do you get your steak, by the way?
I get mine either medium or medium rare.
Okay, same. Yeah, because I like mine. Sometimes I like mine a little bit more done than a medium rare, but also I do like a bloody motherfucker. It's good.
There was this one time. Speaking of little story, I was in a Mr. McKinney's econ class, and we were talking about this before the podcast.
This is pre-pod talk that's sleeping into the real pod.
And he did like the question of the day, like before the class.
I had a lot of fun this class.
It was a good class.
I just don't fuck with the sun at all.
Yeah, no. I don't know if you guys listened to one of the previous podcasts, but there was a lot of
episode 5.
Yeah, but there was a lot of talk of Kevin McKinney on that.
Yep, it was.
And the question of the day was, how do you get your steak done? And I kid you not, all of the girls in that class all said well done.
They're lying. They don't know what that means.
I'm like, and I'm like, and I was like, you guys are like chewing on a tire. Like there is no way you guys, you are like losing your teeth It's like grinding on a piece of asphalt.
That's awful. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
And I'm just like, there's no way you don't like the warm pink center, the juiciness.
Yeah, because the cool thing about steak is that it's like it's done on the outside, but you open it up, it's like, oh, that cow's still moving.
It's still bleeding.
That cow's still fucking out there eating the grass. It's mine.
And like that's what one of them told me. It was like, you like your cow still mooing, and I'm like, yeah, I like a little bit of flavor to mine.
Yeah,
I like it
for sure, because otherwise it feels like you killed the cow twice.
Yeah.
If you, I've never even like been served a well done steak. That sounds awful.
No.
Like chicken is like naturally more, I think, more moist, but then you suck all of the goddamn moisture out of a well done.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. That's crazy.
And I'm just like, there's no way you guys get all of your steak well done. And even Mr. McKinney was surprised about that because I'm trying to remember. I think he said he got his medium well. And I'm like, but I'm just like, there's absolutely no way you guys get all of it. That's like.
What they're like 15-year-old girls in the
it was my senior year. So
okay, so they're what,
17, 18, and I'm just like, guys.
Like, no, you don't.
Well,
you mean chicken? You only get to choose one. Like 165 in the middle and that's it. But oh my god, gross, dude.
It was I think my day was ruined because of that one question, and of course I had Mr. McKinney's econ class first period.
Yeah. Oh, so first period.
First period. Yeah.
I had it second because I had it right after jazz band.
Yeah, I was also doing half days at the time, so it was the only time they could fit it at my schedule.
Yeah,
so
fair.
I was like, some of those questions were.
That class was super easy though.
It was really easy.
I forget a lot of the questions. I think he had like a special talent day. I
that
juggled for the class.
That was the only question I remember because it was the only one that like not traumatized me, but it kind of made me think like, what are you guys doing?
It also was a bulk of the classes I remember. It was most of our curriculum was talking about the question of the day.
Yeah,
which that was always fun. Like I said, there's two instances where Pants, my old cover band, you guys can see it up there. We were we played for the basketball game. Like I think after I graduated. They were still all in school, and then we did it at the football game for the homecoming, and I was trying to park my car to get my drums like from the sidewalk to get everything over there, and he was like, can't have you do that. And I'm like, brother, I mean, I'll be there for 3 seconds. He's like, nope. He like was just cock blocking the band stuff for it was the longest time. I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Warm appetizer, cold dessert. So I'm talking, I need like an ice cream, some sort of an ice cream, or an ice cream with like a salted caramel, like fudge on top.
Ooh,
that's because I like salt and caramel. It's like it's sweet. Oh my god, it's so good. So I need to. Next time we hit a 12, which we didn't even hit 12 today, but I think I'll have that order ready, and it might change. You know,
try to hit 12
right
now.
12. If you hit the door again, you're out of here.
All right. I may or may not have just like straight.
I mean, dude, you're like 2 for 7, maybe. There we go. Oh,
speaking of 7,
you got a 6 earlier and a 7 now.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about that? That might have been the 6 or 7 reference we've made.
How about that?
I know. We got about 3% left on the battery, so we're gonna probably wrap it up. But I think it was fun, dude. It just flew by. I knew it would.
Oh,
We've done 96 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Dude, you looked at your phone and you asked me like, how long do you think we've been talking for?
Yeah, you
and
said
I'm just
30.
Like,
yeah. That was 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, dude, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, we could probably make like
I'm
so
sure.
many
and
of these.
you and I have a good enough repertoire. We could easily have somebody else in here too.
And
that would absolutely be an easy barn burner episode. It'd be great. But yeah, I'll do the intro later. You guys have already heard the intro by now, but I think I just want to make sure the GoPro doesn't cut us off on accident. But dude, thank you for coming out the way.
Thank you for
I appreciate it.
Thank you for
just
letting
doing
me
them from
come over. Yeah,
having some home game episodes is my favorite because I want to make sure I mark it off the wall the most. And then I think when the weather gets nice, I'm gonna try to do some away games.
Definitely when the weather gets out. Like honestly, we could probably do some stuff at like the park maybe.
We can go anywhere because if the GoPro is not plugged in anything and my laptop is charged because everything is portable. That's what I'm trying to say. So
honestly, if what we really could do, we could get like mics and stuff like that, like the portable mics. We could do like a gym podcast.
That's true. We could
workout
I
podcast.
mean, we could talk. Yeah, because I can just talk to you. Be like, yeah, we'll set up at the gym. That'd be cool. Yeah. That's not a bad idea because it'd be kind of fun in purple.
We could get Gabe on here.
Yeah, we could absolutely get Gabe on here. That's a good episode.
Gabriel Hendrickson, bro. We need you on this podcast,
dude. Absolutely,
dude. Gabe is so chill.
No, Gabe is one of the. You guys should go work at Planet Fitness just so you can get the Gabe spiel. That I made on my own. All right, dude. Well, like I said, thank you again, man. I was gonna fist bump you, but you don't even like touching.
About this guy.
We'll do it. There we go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You're listening to Mama's Garage Podcast.